Hello, this is the first time we've spoken. I've been on calls since 8:30 this morning and it is now 11:25. I'm gonna use my lunch break here in a few minutes to film. I got my cause box in the mail yesterday. Guys, spoiler alert, this is the best box ever. I haven't even opened it fully. I peeked at a few things, but I don't like to open the whole thing because I want me to genuinely be surprised on camera because it's more fun that way. It's like we're actually opening it together. So I've been back and forth with the company. I'm gonna explain some things about the box and why it's a little bit different this time around. But first, I wanna grab a little bit of a snack and I think I'm gonna film in the living room. I just wanted to spice things up. It's really Christmassy in here and I just thought that that would be really fun for the cause box unboxing. So also, yes, I'm wearing this sweater again. I wore it last week, but I'm not planning to leave the house in it, so it doesn't count. An exciting package came. I ordered this sweater off Amazon. I know. It's disgraceful to keep ordering for myself during the holiday season, but I had such luck with the one that I'm wearing, this green one. I don't know why I'm trying to show you that way, that I just figured, why not? It was such a good price. I'll show you. Y'all, this sweater is cute. This looks exactly like it came from Madewell or something. And I know sitting on this couch, it's really hard for you to tell. I think I'm gonna wear this to our team Christmas party tomorrow, but it's actually kind of a cropped style, which is really good with these kind of bulkier sweaters, at least for me on a short person. The red color is actually a bit more tomato red than it looks online. It looks a little bit more of a deeper red, almost more like this pillow online. Holy moly. It's a turtleneck. I'm really, really excited about this cozy find. So hopefully this fits. And now my living room is a wreck. I've got cause box stuff everywhere, but y'all, this was a good box. Also, I tried on the sweater and I like it. It's definitely true red. It's like tomato red. I kind of folded the turtleneck part down like a second time and just kind of made it stand up a little bit better because, well, that looks bad. But this looks worse. I don't know. I had to work with the collar. It was looking cuter before I tried to show you what I did. And then the sleeves honestly fit like pretty baggy, but it's just a slouchy sweater. Like that's, I think, what they were going for with this. You can see, I still have pajama pants on, don't judge. It's a little bit cropped. Like if I were to raise my hands, you can definitely see the top of my jeans or pants or whatever I'd be wearing, not pajama pants. I've really been getting more into turtlenecks. I don't know why lately, but I'm feeling it. What are your thoughts? I'll link it down below. I'll also link this in like the trustworthy clothes section of my Amazon storefront. I don't know if you knew about that little listing, but it's clothes that I've ordered from Amazon that I can speak to. It's good quality, or my friends have ordered. I have friends at work who order things from Amazon all the time. Just in case you're interested, I don't own all of it, but they have really good things to say about it and they looking real cute. Yep, it's the same day and I'm in my third outfit, but I'm going to a workout class at 5. It's 3 o'clock. I'm starting to sink a little bit, and so I'm gonna make some coffee, and I have the gingerbread flavor today. Yesterday I had the wintry mix or wintry blend, whatever they call it, and it was really good. I got some photos imported to my personal computer while I knocked out a lot of my to-do list for work. That's kind of how I multitask when I work from home. Like I try to only use my lunch breaks and like real breaks for work for my personal things. I don't like to film or anything on work hours. Obviously that would be dishonest. Then like once I get the footage done, I kind of import it into my computer. Anyway, that's nice. That's how I get things done. A lot of you commented on the first vlog. They were like, I don't understand when you have time to breathe. And it's just a lot of multitasking. And sometimes it's a little bit of sacrifice, but I mean, this really is just a fun, creative outlet for me. And so it's something that I want to do. So it really doesn't seem like a burden. I still make time to hang out with friends. I still make time to see Brian, who's also my friend. I mean, I don't know. You just do what's important to you. So tonight though, because we have such a busy weekend, I'm debating whether or not to go to trivia. I love trivia, just FYI. We have this company in this area, I think they're all over the country though, called Geeks Who Drink. And Wade, who you met in vlog 1, is back in town for our team Christmas party that we have tomorrow, and he wants to play trivia. And I'm trying to decide if I really have time for that. I want to make it work. I think Brian's kind of excited about it. I think I'm just gonna know that it's gonna be okay. I'm not editing tonight and go have fun, and I will get it done another time. So we'll see. This afternoon has been nuts. I had a call that got moved from like 11 a.m. yesterday to 4:30 today. So I had that call immediately from like 4:30 to 5. And then I had another call, and then I had a workout class, and I did that same one called Sprint. Today was crazy. You had to run on the treadmill and you had to reach half a mile. And the first person to do that, we tracked their time. And then for the next section of the class, you had to hold a plank for the amount of time that it took that person to run the half mile. So for instance, The first girl who finished in like 3.5 minutes. So then after our treadmill section was over, we had to hit the floor and we had to hold a plank for 3.5 minutes. And then you had to do that whole thing again. So in totality, we ended up having to hold planks for like 6 minutes and 40 seconds. My arm is killing me holding this phone up. But then if you dropped, like if you bent your knees or if you like were rocking back and forth or if you like did a downward dog pose or something, that was considered coming out of your plank. And if you did that, you had to do 10 burpees in between. It was crazy. And I think that burpees are worse than anything. So I just held the plank. Like I was shaking, I was sweating, it was dripping on the floor, and I was like, I will not break because I'm not doing burpees. So safe to say I got my workout in today. I really need to stretch. Everything hurts. But a couple of updates. I ran to the library because I put 3 books on reserve. So the first book is The Night Circus. This was recommended to me years and years ago, and I just never got around to it. I think it has something to do with a circus coming into a circus coming into town mysteriously, and it's like a feud between wizards or something like that. I don't know. I really like fantasy things. I like books like that. So excited about that one. This other one is Everyone Brave is Forgiven, and I really like books like this that are kind of set in war times. This one specifically is World War II, and it follows, I think, 3 or 4 different storylines and kind of how those characters end up crossing paths. I would liken this, or somebody else has likened it because I haven't read it, to All the Light We Cannot See, which I absolutely loved if you haven't read that book. Then the last book is 7 Days of Us, and this is kind of like the most Christmassy book that I picked up. Family comes together for the first time in a long time, and then one of the family members drops a bombshell on everyone, and I don't know what it is. I'll probably start with 7 Days of Us because it's the most Christmassy of all of them, because, you know, we only have 2 weeks left till Christmas, and then the other books I can get to after that. I did decide to go to trivia tonight, so Brian should be home within the next couple minutes. We're gonna try to leave here, go meet our friends. They're technically my work friends, but they're also my real life friends. I just met them at work, and we play at a local movie theater, which is really cool. So I'll try to take you along. But for dinner, I've decided to throw together this recipe that I kind of made up in college. And so all you do is you put a little olive oil in a pan, and then I like to put 1 clove of garlic, sauteed spinach, and some red onion. I love red onion. I could eat it like an apple. You saute all of that up. It doesn't take long at all. And then I'm toasting some Dave's Killer bread. This is the thin sliced one. It's good seed. I don't know. It's really tasty. So what you do is you toast the bread, and then you spread hummus on the bread as kind of like your condiment or your sauce. And then you put this little sauteed spinach, onion, garlic mixture on top of that. And then you shred like sharp white cheddar cheese. I like to add some red pepper flakes. You could also maybe even put sriracha, and that would be really good. It's just a really easy, relatively healthy meal that's pretty low maintenance in my opinion as far as meals go. Yesterday I cooked that wild rice and chicken soup, which was really, really good, but I just can't eat that for every single meal. So this is what we're working with. P.S. I don't have proportions. I just kind of fill up my smallest little pan. You want to always put more chopped frozen spinach than you think that you need, because it really wilts down, it cooks down. It'll be a lot less than it looks like when you first pour it out of the bag. And then I also meant to mention that every time I buy an onion and a recipe doesn't call for the whole thing, I chop it up and I put it in the freezer, because it makes things like this super duper easy, and it's not as expensive as buying those pre-chopped onions. But onions don't affect me when I cut them, so if you're one of those people, I'm sorry, that really stinks. So I'll just assemble all this and show you the final product. I completely destroyed one of these little toasts before I showed you, and now it just looks really gross. But I promise it's good. Don't let the appearance fool you. It's just a good way to get in all your nutrients and a little protein and a little carb, and it's good.
Okay, just checking. Oh wait, no, it's you? It's what? Oh, gotcha. Never mind, Karen the Cougar is gone.
Good morning. I was tossing and turning this morning, and so it was just one of those days where you just needed to get up. And so I got up and I edited for probably like 25 or 30 minutes, and then my alarm went off. I wasn't super duper early. But now I'm getting ready a little bit quicker than usual because we have so many back-to-back meetings at work today in the office. And so I really need to get there a couple hours before the meetings start so that I can actually get things done. Look at this brush sticking out in the middle. And then tonight is actually our team Christmas party. And by the way, we came in 4th in trivia last night, which is a little bit of a bummer because usually Wade is really, really good. And last night he was just not on his game. I'm just kidding. It was a joint effort that we were bad. There were 13 teams or something. It was kind of big. But I know that I've done kind of like a curling tutorial before, but it was using like a curling wand. I'll be honest, for the past like 6 months, I haven't touched a curling wand. I've just been using traditional curling irons because I feel like they're just faster. There's a lot less thought put into it because I'm not like watching my fingers and making sure I don't get burned. I just figured I'd show you how I do this. So on the right side, I typically section my hair off into 4 different sections. So I have like a bottom section and a top section, and then I split each one into 2, and then each side gets split into like 3 sections. When you're curling your hair, you really want to make sure that the hair is curled away from your face. So on the right side, how you know you're doing it the right direction is this clip is actually on the bottom. So you put that in your hair like this, and then I like to start kind of in the middle. And I roll it up, and that just ensures that every piece gets equally hot. And the beauty about these clip irons is you're probably like, Maggie, you're gonna get a crease right there. No, you're not. You just kind of press the little lever and move the hair down and continue to wrap it to where every single piece gets the same amount of heat. This is also a really good way not to damage your ends. But this is my curling iron. This is super thick. I think it's like a 2-inch curling iron that I use if I just want things to look like I tried a little bit. So it just gives a really loose curl, and I kind of like to rearrange the hair, make sure that it's all getting hot. So here you can really see, do you see it's going away from my face rather than curling in toward my face? That's the key. That's what everybody forgets. I just finished curling it, and you can see everything is kind of in the same little pieces that I use to separate my hair. Because this is a super loose curl, I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want to knock it all out. So pretty much I just wait till it cools down, and in the meantime I grab hairspray and some sort of like texture spray just to give it a little oomph. So I have this, I've never tried it, the Kristen S working texture spray in this little mini size. Don't even know where it came from. And then I also have my favorite, Living Proof Flex hairspray. So I just kind of use my fingers and run them through lightly to kind of just combine the curls without super knocking them out. And then I take this texture spray and I just kind of lift up sections. And do you see how that just added some volume to that side compared to this side? I hit the actual curls with it just because it gives it a little bit more grit. This stuff smells amazing. Holy moly. And then I just go in and hit it with hairspray. Now this hairspray is the best because it's just a light hold hairspray. So even though it looks like I'm going crazy with this right now, I'm really not. The thing about this hairspray is you can spray so much, it can have a fabulous hold without feeling crunchy. So anyway, we're done getting ready. Now I have to go grab some coffee, put on my shoes, head out the door. It's gonna be a good one.
I cried. I am like
In the show?
it's hard to watch, but it's
Mia?
that would be me. Does that mean I get to go again at the end?
Good morning. It's been a busy morning already. I got up and I was actually trying to take today off, and then I got a really exciting email from somebody for this thing at work. So it's kind of a big deal, which is good, but that ate into me taking time off. But I did go to a workout class at 9:30 with my friend Emily, and we went to the sculpt class, the really sweaty one with the yoga mats, but it was really, really good. And there were so many different instructors from the Dallas fitness community as a whole there, and so everybody, it's just good energy. Do you know what I mean? But last night I did end up with a really good, I call it Dirty Santa, other people call it White Elephant, other people call it Yankee Swap, whatever you call it. I ended up with a good gift, which is rare because typically I'm the person that ends up with like the one gag gift that's brought to the party. I got this little candle that came with a little dome, kind of like a cake stand, which is really pretty. It smells really fresh. The scent was called Sea Glass, and excuse all of the mess everywhere. And then it also came with a set of 4 of these glasses. I just have 2 in here, and the other 2 somehow ended up in the kitchen already. Look how cute. I thought that would be really nice for like margaritas, or you could put ice cream in it and use it as a dessert. Unfortunately, they're not dishwasher safe, so it's gonna have to be a hand wash thing. But I just thought these were so pretty. So now I'm in the middle of the process of getting ready. My parents are in town, so they're coming to meet me here. We're gonna grab lunch, and then we're gonna go to the stores, kind of like just look around Dallas for a little while. And Brian's dad was supposed to come in town, and we were supposed to all get dinner, but they're in the process of trying to sell their house. Oh, and also my parents are moving to Texas, so they're in town to kind of do like the last walkthrough of the house before they put the walls up, just to make sure that everything is where they wanted it to be. They can make any last minute changes. So all really exciting things. So I'm gonna hang out with them today. We have our firm Christmas party tomorrow night, and my other dress came in and it's really cute. I'll just grab it. This is the print of it. It's all folded up, so this is really hard to see, but I feel like it will require some alterations, so I'll likely just wear the black one if we go, because that brings me to another update. Brian is really not feeling well, so there's a chance that we might not be going to the Christmas party after all, but it's never a bad idea, I guess, to have some new cocktail dresses. With me being a really bad vlogger continues. I just spent the whole day with my parents pretty much, but we were kind of running errands and doing different things where like vlogging wasn't really appropriate, I felt like. Anyway, we went and had a really good lunch at one of my favorite restaurants, HG Supply Company, which is kind of like healthier food, but it's all so good. Like they have great bowls and burgers and stuff like that. We came back, my mom and I ran some errands. My dad went and had to work a little bit, and then he met up with Brian and they hung out while we were still running our errands. Then we came back and we went to dinner, and Brian's really not feeling well. So he is at home. My parents just left because they're staying with their friends. It is 7:30 and I'm in my pajamas. I'm catching up on some Vlogmases that I've missed. I'm watching Tyler and Jessica right now. Hopefully in my editing, I can make it seem like I had a super duper interesting week and that I did better at vlogging than I actually did. Like, I still have one whole week where I'm kind of like a little semi-normal. I'm traveling to Orlando and I'll have some different fun things coming up. Off I go to try to edit this.